Good afternoon, everybody. Just wanted to give kind of a bonus video going over the bigger idea of the rules of exponents. In your notes handouts, you have access to this, what I lovingly refer to as a cheat sheet. And I just wanted to go over kind of what would you do with this? Where does it, fit into what we're doing? And kind of a nice balance for you. So, couple things. It starts off with, and I'm going to zoom this in a little bit better. Okay. Just in a regular expression or equation, how do we combine like terms? Well, we have to make sure that they have the same exponents to the same power. This is 9x squared y minus 10x squared y, which means we have negative x squared y. Okay. On this next one, it says subtract 6w from 8w. Now, one of the challenges of subtraction in words is sometimes we forget the order. It's saying subtract this from that. So you would write that down in this way. It's 10w. The order in which we say things changes their value. And sometimes when you guys are doing like explanations and things on Flipgrid for me, that can make a difference. I do try to look at your work along with your words, but really we need to pay attention to the order of our words. Now, getting into the exponents. If you have the same base, in this case x, you can add your exponents. Same base being multiplied, that's why it's a product rule. And you could even write here multiplication. You can add your exponents. So h to the second power times h to the sixth power would be h to the 2 plus 6, or h to the 8th power. Well, what about when it's like this? It's a bunch of pieces. Well, let's just multiply the like terms. Negative 2 times 7 is negative 14. A squared and a to the third power, well, if I just add up those exponents, that's a to the 5th power. B and another b, now I have b to the 2nd power, because 2nd power means b times b. Okay? The power rule means you are raising an exponent to another exponent. And so in this case, it would be x a times b. So at this point, you multiply the exponents. So on this one, x squared raised to the 3rd power would be x 2 times 3, or x to the 6th power. Okay. But what if it is a whole bunch like this? Well, we have to raise everything inside, okay, and also include this one over here. So first I'm going to do what's touching the parentheses. Okay, negative 2 to the 2nd power. We're going to assume this negative stays with the 2. So negative 2 times negative 2 is 4. M to the 5th power raised to the 2nd power. Well, I need to multiply those. So that's m to the 10th power. And then we have m to the 3rd power. That could be simplified a little bit more. 4m to the 13th power. Because now I had multiplication, I could just add these last two. Okay. Quotient rule. Okay. Division. If I'm dividing two bases, I can subtract the exponents. So in this case, x, a minus b. Okay. So I'm going to write 27 over 42 separately. We're going to simplify this fraction. And x5 minus 1, because I'm taking the exponent up here and subtracting the one down here. And that's going to get me 9, 14. And on the top here, I'm going to be left with x to the 4th power. Okay, I want you to try that one on your own. What if we have a negative exponent? What do we do with those? Well, remember, it creates a fraction. So x to the negative a power means 1 over x to the a. Okay. Negative 5, x to the negative 2 power. Negative 5 is not being touched by that exponent. Exponents only have power over what is being touched. So negative 5 stays in the numerator, and x squared becomes the denominator. Okay. In this one, I can simplify the fraction. Okay. And I want you to give this one a try. It's a whole bunch of k's. You could work it out. Now, zero exponent rule. Any base to the power of 0 equals 1 every time and forever. So in this case, I have 7 x to the 0 power. 7 times 1. Oh, that's just 7. Okay. On this one, I have a power being raised to a power. So w to the 4th power raised to the 2nd power would be w to the 8th power. The bottom already says w to the 8th power. The rule says I can subtract those. W to the 8th power minus 8. W to the 0 power equals 1. Now, something you already knew about fractions, those are exactly the same. You already knew that equaled 1. So these exponent rules are proving some mathematical concepts that you already knew. This is just kind of a nice summary of the rules, a quick review, and of course, we will do plenty of practice.